Warmest Blessings. This is Mastershamanpalichee with your reading for the week. And it's going to be some spirit messages and some cards here. So this is for my Sagittarius, the collective and Sagittarius collective. And I'm going to be pulling up a card for you, an oracle card in fact. And the question really is, what does your love relationship look like this week? Where are you going with this love relationship this week? Sagittarius collective, right? So the card that I pulled up is actually a sacred space. It's saying that you need sacred space. Saying that, you know, you need to create something like an altar. You need to have a space of power, that you can connect with the divine. There's a spiritual journey that you are going on for some of you, and you need to connect back to the divine. There must be some kind of, and I'm seeing this right now and just channeling through, there must be some kind of a disconnect that has happened, and you need to come back to yourself to connect again. Because you are a deep, fiery sign, you are a person that can't really, it takes time. It's going to take some time for you to come back. But what you really need is just to really sink yourself into that time. Now, the next card that I pulled is this card. Okay. Talk about fiery, right? The 7 of Coins comes up. There's a meeting, a need to meet face to face on something, to just be blunt about something that's been on your mind. You can become a person that is philosophical and is wanting to talk about the concepts of life and be humble like that. But it's going to be very hard to do that when there is fire in the middle, when there is a disconnect, right? So you need to connect to yourself again, so that there isn't going to be some awkward disconnect and a clashing between you and your male or masculine energy. I also pulled up the Ace of Coins, but in the reverse. And what this is telling me is, if you are able to do something right now, and maybe it's not a talk, perhaps it's a gesture of goodwill, right? It may not be a gesture of love in your love romantic relationship, but a gesture of goodwill, then there's going to be some kind of a understanding, or understanding of the minds, a mutual understanding of each other. And you will also gain an uplift of good vibrations spiritually, because actually that's what you're looking for, is a spiritual uplift. Though you kind of look for it in the relationship, you do look for it in the relationship, the love relationship of, if I find this love and it can only work out to kind of my liking, or, you know, something in my favor, I will be so much grateful. So grateful for this. And it's been hard for you to look for that, because there's been rebuttaling, and there's been a disconnect. There's been fiery things going on between the two energies of masculine and feminine. So this Ace of Coins pops up, and it's saying that you're gonna be rewarded at a point in time, but you must be willing to forgive, and especially in this week. I feel like you can forgive, my Sagittarius collective, but you need to get yourself calmed and cleared inside of your head. The soul part of you says you want to climb yourself up. You want to climb yourself into this place where you can, you know, be at the top. And you're doing that. You've been doing that. And it's been really hard. And it's like you are climbing the ladder or going up a hill, and it's been a climb. It's been a rough climb, actually. And you don't want to be stopped. You want to find what you need to find at the top of that hill. But it's been hard for you to see it there, because, and I'll take a look at the masculine energy right now, because we need to see where that masculine energy is, where it's at. It looks like you've been doing what you need to do to make it happen, but the masculine energy is here. So I get the hearts, the Knight of Heart for the masculine energy. Masculine energy says that they're willing to work with you, but it almost feels like either of you don't want to walk away. You both want to stay and find truth, love, find peace of mind with one another. You don't want to, stop the relationship or go away from it or separate from it even. It's more like you both want to work at it. You both want to connect and just be successful, be abundant together. But why is there this fiery clash? Okay, so I'm seeing something here. I get the King of Clover. There is something that has to do, and it feels like just from spirit right now, with past lives, and then also ancestral. I see the words ancestral destruction between the two of you. Something in the past life has brought this ancestral destruction within the soul portions of both of you, the masculine, the feminine energy. And it almost wants to make you both turn away from each other and just reflect on really what your soul really needs. But truthfully, you both feel the love for one another. You feel this connection towards another. You feel the abundance. You feel the success. But there's a negative thing that's making you disconnect from one another. And this thing has to do with ancestral disconnection and ancestral differences, okay? Ancestral differences in the spirit realm that is saying that, though you love each other out here, you may not work out due to there's this disconnection in the ancestral spirit world. So there must be some kind of healing that needs to be done karmically, okay? Karmically. A karmic healing, a karmic cord cutting perhaps needs to be done. And on your side, my Sagittarius collective, you're feeling like there's some sort of a high friendship level, but I'm also feeling like the love, soulfully, it doesn't feel like it's a soulmate love. It feels more like a twin flame love or a twin flame partnership like this. But your masculine counterpart feels like they are willing to bring love, though they have also this disagreement. There's a disagreement between the ancestral sides. So no matter how and what you guys both do or what you both decide to do in this week, there's looking away or going away for that you don't want to, but you kind of have to, or you're going to be drawn to kind of look away from each other and to reflect more on, is this truly something that you want to stay in this, love relationship together? It feels like the ancestors are not giving up. They're butting heads, so then you get to butt heads. And that will happen on the soul level, on the spiritual realm level. If these ancestors are disconnected, they are butting heads due to whatever happened in the past, then you're not going to be able to have a smooth relationship due to the ancestors butting heads. So however they act and you're both going to end up doing that essentially. So how do you work this out? There's going to have to be some kind of a compromise, some kind of a healing that needs to be done for both of you in your relationship if you want to stick together. Because I see a lot of, on a high level from a 0 to 10, it's a 9 level from your masculine person. And I'm also seeing the judgment card, but in the reverse. So there's no judgment, there's no righteousness being made right now in your romantic relationship. You're going towards a fight that isn't going to be right. There's going to be a delay or a rebuttal from someone spiritually, and the negative energies will intervene to delay this love relationship. And the more that you delay it, the more hurt someone's going to get, especially you, my Sagittarius collective. You're going to get hurt, and you're going to not want to be in the relationship essentially, right? Eventually you won't want to be, but you are wanting to work it out now in this week. You're wanting to say, hey, let's look at this. What is the right part? What is the right thing to do right now? Let's just look at what is the right thing to do. Let's just look at the righteousness of it. And I'll just say right now that there's heavy negative or unwanted energies in between both of you that is actually causing you both to not really agree with one another. When it comes to talking, perhaps for example, for some of you, when it comes to a conversation, when it comes to a situation, if somebody wants something, the other one's gonna rebuttal. If the other wants it this way, or like for example, the dishes to be done a certain way with soap, and maybe using a towel instead of a sponge. It's these little nitty-gritty things that's gonna cause you both to really break up eventually if something isn't healed. So that's what I'm seeing right now on the soul level for both of you. So what you need to do is really find and seek righteousness, seek judgment, because judgment is not going to be there. It's almost like it's obsolete right now. Like there is no judgment. It's just you trying to clash with me, and it's not going to work. The other card I pull up is the King of Swords, but in the reverse. And King of Swords is telling me that, in the reverse, is telling me that, again, there's no judgment. There's also weakness there. Weakness in really saying what you both need to do and facing it. If you both need therapy, if you both need a third party to come in and kind of talk things through, there needs to be this to happen. The King of Swords in the reverse also tells me that someone took something away. Someone took this love away, or this righteousness away, and isn't trying to make it right. So you have to make the same. You have to stand your ground and make the same. And pulling up a card right now, disconnect to connect is what I get from Spirit. The card here that I pulled up is underlying love. And there is an underlying love in between both of you, Sagittarius Collective. The love that you have shared is eternal, regardless of the situation. So right now, the situation is there is no judgment, there is no righteousness, and it's not coming towards you both at all. And if you both don't call out for it and make say and consent to having a righteousness, then you're not going to get to know this underlying love that is actually essentially there. But you both are looking at each other on the physical manner, and you're not realizing what is in the underlying parts of you, in the soul level of you. And the soul level is telling me that there is some good, high friendship and possibly true love there for some of you. So I'll say the love on, again, the love on the masculine side is a high 9 positively. And on your part, Sagittarius Collective, some of you are on the high 9-10 on friendship level, moving towards love level, moving towards willing to, forgive whatever that has happened in the past. But you are not getting your just. And that's something that needs to happen this week.